Okay, hello. Today we are going to tackle the remove from tail. Okay, so last time we had the doubly linked list. We've discussed this with Miss Reyes. So we've already inputted the print head, the add to head, and also the add to tail, and the latest, the remove from head. Okay, so now we are going to have the remove from tail. So first, let's put here void. Okay, let's put here public void. So we're going to name it remove from tail. Okay, so in this area we're going to use an if statement. Okay, so if is empty. Okay, so if the list is empty, it would print system out with println. It would print the list is empty if the list is null. Okay, so after that we are going to use else. Okay, here let's put else, but before we use the coding, let's have a demonstration here in Paint. Okay, so let's have here the 3 nodes. Okay, for example, this is the doubly linked list. Okay, we have here 3 nodes. So let's put okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's put an arrow first for next, and this one pointing here, previous, and also here for the next and for the previous. Okay, so for example, we have here head. Okay, let's put a head in here. Head, for example, 100. Okay, let's put a 100 here for the first node, and for the second node, let's put 200. Okay, the third node for the tail, let's put a 300 here. So after that, okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to remove the tail. This one, we're going to remove the tail from the list. Okay, so before we do that, we have to make a coding for it. We're going to have the tail equals tail.previous, so that the tail here, the first tail, okay, here the tail will point to the previous one, the 200. Okay, so also the head is pointing to null and the tail is pointing to null. Okay, so that what we want to do is the tail to point to the previous one. So in solution to that, the tail will no longer, the tail will no longer be 300. It will be now 200 because we've deleted the tail. And after that, we have to put here tail dot next equals null. Okay, there we go. So if here after this this one is executed, the tail now will point to null. Now the tail now is 200. Now it will point to null now. Let's say this is no longer here. Okay, it's that easy. So now let's have a review here for coding. Okay, so else tail equals tail dot previews. Okay, next tail dot next equals null. So now let us compile this. After that, let's see what will happen. Okay, so our head, we added head for 70, 71, and 72, and for the last is 80. So what we are going to see here is, okay, let's run the program. So we have here the first pointing forward, 80, 72, 71, 70. Now we have here the first element is 80. Now the last element, the tail, is 70. Now we have here the list that removed from head. Okay, now if we remove the head from the list, from the node, the first node, we will have the first element will be 72. The new element now is 72, and the tail is 70. So if it will be printing backward, the arrangement is 70, 71, and 72. Now this time, let's put the list that remove from tail. Okay, now this time, of course, it is obvious. So what will happen is, now let's run it. Now, first, the previous one was this one, 80, 72, 71, 70. So now, the first is 80, the first head, and the tail is 70. Now the new one is 72 and 71. So the head is 72 and the tail is 71 because the head was removed and the tail was also removed. So if we print that backward, the result will be 71 and 72. That's it. Thank you.